And then you got to put together your plan and how you're going to execute that business plan.
Right.
What are you going to do to execute that business plan? So in other words, if you're going to, you say, okay, well, I'm going to do, 3 sets of curls. I'm going to do 3 sets of this. Okay, that's what your plan is. Now, when am I going to? Oh, I'm going to do that. So now, once you put together your business plan of what it is that you're going to go do, at that point, you've got to say, okay, now what is my plan to execute the plan? What's my execution plan? How do I move from the dugout to the batter's box to first base, to second place to third base to get home, score a run? And scoring a run is when you get a recruit or you generate a sale. So what am I going to do? How am I going to move that down the road? So again, first, as you want to write this down, the first step is to decide what role am I going to play here? What is my role? Okay? What is my role? Okay? Because truly what's going on in my brain right now is that I'm just really deciding who's going to get my time. I'm not being mean about it, none about look at I'm short on this concept of life because I'm 61. I'm not 21. So I have to look at this a whole lot different. And the only reason that I am even actively at this level of the game working the business is because my children have decided they want to go do this. And I am going to, otherwise, most of my time will be spent screwing off because I was at peace with whatever amount of income Primerica was going to be paying me. I was good with it. You can chase the dream of being number one in the company, which I've never aspired to be, never aspired for that. But if you did, so I had really made a decision in my brain. It's my TIME, my personal time, and how I prioritize. Okay, so we're going to go through this, okay? And so deciding what position that you take with the company is real important. Where somebody can come in this business, they can get a license, life, then only get a security and an annuity and security certification, and they can go out and help 1 or 2 families a month, make $500 to $1,000, take half of the money, put it in a budget, maybe pay off some debts, go do some stuff, take half the money, take the family out for a nice dinner, save up, take a nice vacation, and then take the other half of it and invest it for their retirement. And that's a wonder. If you ever go put a calculator to that, coming in doing that and put a calculator, let's say a 30-year-old make part-time opportunity. But along there, we're going to have some people get, they have no idea what the magnitude they have. They do not go to school go to school and just do just enough to barely get by, and they beg for a passing grade. And then when they get to this thing called life, they made, but it will affect them the rest of their life because they took school on a spare time, I have to do this thing type of attitude. But leaders of this business, you keep preaching it to the people, and this as a tremendous I was talking with Nico yesterday about something. We come back, and we were looking for a bike. And one of the things that we are actually lost. It's sad, but they are. They what to even ask for out of life, so life will give them the leftovers. Life will give you the leftovers. Okay, so people who choose lives to be an employee. And we think that the only way to have safety and security is to be an employee to work for someone else. And so if somebody's been conditioned for 45 years, let's just say an employee their whole life, that's all they know. So it's very difficult to make this switch. It's like a switch. Now all of a sudden, like you can take an electric plug and you can change the polarization by switching it around. Human beings don't learn that way. We learn by touch, feel, and experience. So it's very to go make a switch mentally to move from being an employee and a processor to all of a sudden becoming a creator. So many people need to go through a metamorphosis to do that. And that metamorphosis is okay, right, makes sense. Another good example, I think, is a birth. The pregnancy all the way up to the being, man, that's a miracle beyond its own. But it's a huge change and extremely uncomfortable for life and to have your it requires change and comfort. So those people who choose to change their career here, and what's going to help them to do that is going to be the people here that are the full-time people that show them examples of what successful entrepreneurs. You don't think that people look at you and you are confused, you are lost. Everybody looks at you. we're in a public business, and so therefore, in a public business, you live in a glass house, and everyone is viewing you. Mr. Washington just retired from school administration, and you can believe from the bottom of your heart, he's made statements. I'm sure people, I'm going to do primarily going to do this financial services full time. People are looking at him, judging every step along the way. So a person who is choosing to go change their career, this is going to be a metamorphosis. And somebody today, okay, now do you know one of the roles of a drill instructor is? Stay on your butt. Challenge. Because you'll kill every damn. That frees up. That, yeah, they're one of their jobs is to eliminate the weak, and you'll find in performance, so the thresholds are higher. So one of the goals is to identify the weak and eliminate them. It's one of their jobs. But if we don't do that, then you know what? We lose the whole potential. Or that don't that. All right. So now, so changing to becoming this is a huge challenge. Now I'm going to say something, and but I'm probably going to get in trouble behind it, but I'll deal with it anyway. My and do stuff with property, buy some houses, fix them, and develop them, things of that nature. My mother was much more conservative, play it safe. Much more conservative, no, no, no. Play it safe, keep your job, play it safe. He was 88 because he never pursued his dream and never accomplished what he had dreamt of accomplishing because he chose to listen to the wrong person. Now, being his wife, obviously she had tremendous influence. However, somebody's always on somebody. He didn't do it. And that I've got the greatest business opportunity in the world that I paid $150 for. and it gave me access to the #1 industry in the world. And I only paid $150 for it, but I act like I paid $10 million for it. See, if you act like you paid $10 million for it, oh boy, every 10 years, uh, no, look like we put up millions of dollars. So I'm sharing with you that for those who choose to change their career, you're going to other person who not really, I don't know. But I'm just glad that I pursued my dream. And one of the greatest things that you guys have is diamond levels not every year. Every year is still phenomenal. Every year is phenomenal. But they do it every month. I don't know a company that produces 15 new 100,000. Same net number. See, because we only got so many positions at the vice president level, Bill Halcott. They only got so many vice presidents. They only got so many senior vice presidents, just like Primerica Corporation. Or somebody expand yourself. So what a phenomenal concept that is. And so making the change is uncomfortable. However, it's worth making the change. Then there's those who are full time. Well, they're not full time. This is the only source of income. They're not full time. Full time to me means you're going to put in 50 hours of work. Okay, minimum 40. But no entrepreneur puts in 40-hour weeks. That's what Fred Flintstone did. Because Fred Flintstone was just an employee. And when the bell rang at 5 o'clock, he did not care where that stone was. Fred left that dinosaur hanging, and he got off that dinosaur. That's what he did because he was an employee. But an now, once you get it built, you can have supper at 5:30 in Miami today, and you'll be in New York tomorrow. Once you get it built, that's a choice that you have. Okay, so what is work? Let me cover this again. Things here. You got the prospecting here, right? You got set appointments here. You got giving presentations here. You it's your ability to move all 12 of these different things, which in this case there's 5. How many are you moving down the track to the next stage? And see, and that's what which you've seen me most than anybody. I'm constantly moving people down the track to the next stage. I came home last night. I did a transaction from a meeting I did on Saturday. Okay, so we did the meeting on Saturday, I did the workshop on Friday on double different stuff. A lady that was there in the crowd said, "Hey, I want to go you home with this." One of the managers that was there said, "I've been trying to get her to tell me about to tell me about her money so I could help her." Points. You. The result, we did a transaction for her last night because we brought value. So because I worked at McDonald's, buddy, you can bet you I know what the different time. I'm gonna tell you exactly how the grease works, how the grease traps works, the fire exhaust. I'm a master because you know why? I put up $2 million. See, so I'm not gonna be acquainted with any of the systems. I'm gonna master every daggone system because I put up $2 million to go make that happen. So that's somebody who is full time is going to be spending a minimum of 40 hours a week doing that behavior. Who do I have that I need to call? Okay, like here, I got to call George Harrison. I'm going to call him today. I reached out to him yesterday. He didn't get back to me, so I'm reaching back to him today. Because the double dip class, he said, "Look, Charles, I've got a client, a friend of mine, has got about 1.2 million. I don't really know how to approach him with this. Will you help me? Because I believe that he will live." Okay. Follow. So again, I'm become a client. So I'm constantly moving people down this track. So if you're not spending 40 plus hours a week doing that, then you don't deserve greatness. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve greatness. You can, but if you living expenses, unless you're living in a damn hood somewhere, right, which is too dangerous. What am I saying? Something crazy? Okay. Okay. But America will give you what you want to fight for. If you're not willing to fight for it, America will let you come back and you'll go live in a teepee. So Americans don't care. They let people live up on the bridges all the time. Yeah. They let them get food out of the trash cans. That's okay. They can fight for the rats for it. Or you can go get a meal at the Ritz-Carlton. It's up to you. It's because the people I see nice. They look just like the guy yesterday came out the Ritz-Carlton because we're all for it. Okay, going back to my original premise. Make a business plan. Shoot that plan. Is it I'm going to go, okay, if it's get 3 names a day to 3, then again, get the 3 rules. One of the things that you have to do if you're going to be successful, you're going to have to eliminate excuses. You have to eliminate justifications and excuses. And I say it because excuses don't pay no bills. Life says excuses will let the sheriff come put you on the street. Okay? The excuses will not allow you to get your kids a quality of life or education or the decent shoes. You know what? I have a firm belief that the shoes that I get from Nike are better than the ones I probably get from Kmart. I got a feeling that they got better support on the ankles and the what they call the arches. I just believe that. I have a belief in that. Okay, I believe that the meals that I get at the I bet the meal I'm getting at Nick and Sam's is going to be a little bit better than the corner store hot dog. I just got a feeling. Okay, so do that. One of my great friends, and this is Cedric, he said this. He said the great separator. He called it the great separator. If you heard him talking, yes, he spoke about that. Okay, and he said the great separator is prospecting and setting appointments. People won't prospect and set appointments. You won't prospect till you get good enough and set appointments till you get great enough. Most people won't prospect and set appointments. And you know what? That is the great separator. That is the great separator. It's the prospect of setting appointments. And Oscar, you know this. You've talked to people. You got all you folks are talking to. No one has ever pulled a knife on me because I asked them about, are you interested in making some extra income, or do you consider yourself to be ambitious? No one has ever pulled a knife or a gun or mace or anything. The worst they've said is no, no thank you, and occasionally give me a bogus number. That's the worst that happened. But I watch so many of you guys fear prospecting. Well, if you ain't bringing nothing to the table but $124, then you better learn to go out and go find some damn firewood. Because that's all you're bringing to the table. You're not buying see, when you go get a franchise from Jack in the Box, McDonald's, do you know they do market surveys to determine the probability of the success of that franchise there? It ain't just that, it's all is what they bring to the table. You know, all we have here at this company is a shell. Each of us got a 5-digit solution number. It is up to you to determine the value of that 5-digit solution number. People reach, because we have our adverse selection. We have that class today, okay, 2 o'clock. Yeah, because we got called in, people complaining about, why does Charles always get this? More than yours. That's why. If your solution number was equal to mine, they will give you even parity. But don't think that just because life says we're even, no, that's not how it works in the real world. Okay, I think this weekend I'm going to, someplace, Niagara Falls. Huh? You miss all the scenery. I'm going to see the scenery at 35,000 feet. Okay?
You focused.
Look, I'm serious, man. I'm 61 years old. I'm very particular about who I'm going to give my time to. You're going to have to perform because I can't afford to wait and lose a whole herd chasing one Then why would you want to take so what you got to go do is make going to do is we're going to play at a very, very high level. And I believe that, as my friend said, Cedric, the difference is the great separator, an incredible, incredible business because nobody here brought anything else to the table. They got to buy in minimum 25,000, 50 grand, 100 grand. I don't know. Put it on your table. But there's a buy-in. But you're buying. Then, if you do that, you'll have to master your skills and quit being. So, that's a function when I'm spending 2 weeks a month in Alabama, which I've committed that for the next 6 months. So then I edge. Nobody's doing this. Just to give us an edge. I'm just big about the key to technology to me is to give you leverage. It's to give you tool. Saves you time, but also so they're going to help us with this. That's a big deal out there. We're on our t-shirts. Bria wanted to do the t-shirts. I didn't bring mine. We're going to put a new logo in front. That's what I think I wanted to do. A new logo on the shirt. And you do it for 24 months. At minimum, you will change your life. You'll change your life. You'll change your life. Yes, sir. Yeah, you'll change your life. And it amazes me that people won't buy into doing that. We start and we stop, but you want to live on top of the mountain. Um, had to make a road to the top of the mountain. Cutting the road was probably not that much fun, but you have to build a path. The path to success is 3 recruits a month. Okay? And then you turn that to a double-digit team. Y'all need to hit that double digit, and then that'll be your first month, and y'all start hitting that run, and then you fight to go do that another 2 years, and eventually your business and life will take a life of its own, and then you will grow exponentially. In order to get 3 direct recruits a month, how many people do you need to talk to? I don't know. I don't know how much food you need to eat before you're full. I don't know. I don't know how many cups of water keep you from feeling bad. I don't know. But whatever number of people you need to prospect by any of the 10 different methods in which we prospect, then that's what you need to go do. But ultimately, if you're going to build this, it's 3 recruits a month. I'm sorry it's not one every. So don't, I mean, you feel disappointed, but don't feel disappointed. It's okay. One ain't going to take or pass the exam or do nothing, then one's ultimately going to go do something. That's just what's going to happen. But it's it do. I quit listening to radio and music in the car. I turned my teacher. When your hands start bleeding from blisters popping, you put band-aid on and keep hitting balls. So now, part of you. So when you guys, if you made those decisions done it yourself, you don't have to vote, you have to tell me. I can tell by your results of your business. Because that's what you end up doing, praying to God that everything works out. And you don't have to do that if you're willing to go do. And I demand it because I work it. I work to increase my. Doing this, that when you do that, that you tend your premium go. Does that make I can. But that's because I've got years of experience. Folks need to get out. So we have adverse selection program. Those of you with that's getting your securities licenses, get you for everybody has. Got to the one thing we got to continue to be held by the regional leaders. Okay? And I don't want to